We have IntelightX3 TS2 Type 2 controller, and today we're going to look at how this particular controller logs pedestrian information into the database. And I have already connected a TS2 virtual cabinet with the controller, and I have also opened up the MaxTime web interface for this particular controller by going to the IP address of the controller, which is 192.168.1.2. And on the other tab I have opened up the front panel emulator, which is showing exactly the same information that is being shown at the controller panel right now. So first I'm gonna put pedestrian call on the coordinated phase, which is phase 2 and phase 6, and then I'm gonna put pedestrian call on the non-coordinated phase, which is phase 4 and phase 8. So at around 112 I'm gonna put I'm gonna put call on phase 2 and phase 6, and I'm gonna wait a little bit to get the ped call get served, and then I'm gonna put call on the non-coordinated phase. So at around 12:52 now. So let's wait a little bit. As you can see, this is the as you can see from here, the 9 and 11 is get started. It's a walk time, then it's getting flash, and then eventually it's gonna go to the red. Yep. So on the next step, I'm gonna put call on a non-coordinated phase, which is phase 4 and phase 8. And we're gonna wait. Right, clear, and then walk. It started to walk, and at around 113, and then flash, and then eventually it's gonna go to the red, and then no walk. So there you go. So we saw that we did put call on coordinated and on both non-coordinated phase, and now we're going to match those information from the database. To get the data out of the controller, I'm going to use WinSCP, and we're going to FTP into the controller to get the data out of it. And to do that, I did put on the controller IP address, the username, the password, and then log in. Once you log in, you're going to see the default directory, which is for the controller, and you're going to go to the temp folder to get the data out of the controller. And once you go there, I'm going to download the ASC log.db file into the desktop. This is our file that we just downloaded, and I'm going to open it up into a DB browser and then browse data. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy all this information to the Excel so that we can easily look at the data. I'm going to Control C the data, then I'm going to paste it into Microsoft Excel. So this column is kind of redundant. I'm going to delete this. This is ID, this is the timestamp, this is the tick, this is the event code, and this is the parameter. So as you can see, the timestamp is kind of weird, and because it's in epoch, which is the time since January 1st, 1970. And this is the tick is the decimal point of the timestamp into an epoch. So I'm going to convert this timestamp into our normal readable time and date. So I'm going to insert another column. I'm going to give it the same name, doesn't matter right now. So, and I'm going to convert these to normal date time. So this is our epoch time divided by 86,400, which is the number of seconds in a day. Then I'm going to add 25569, which represents the time since January 1st, 1970. And then I'm going to subtract 6 hours from it because it's in GMT time. So I'm going to convert this to our CST or Central Standard Time. So this is the time now. I have to format it to look normal. I'm going to go to the bottom. I'm going to add seconds in there, and basically this is our time. So we have, like I said, we started at around 112. At around roughly around 112, we put first we did put call on our phase 2 coordinated phase 2, phase 6. Then we put call ped call on phase 4 and phase 8. Now we're going to find out what does it look like, what are the event code that is being registered in the controller. And to show what we're expecting is I'm going to open up the Indiana traffic signal high resolution data logger enumerations, and this is going to show what the event code means and what is the description for each of those event code. So to be clear, I'm looking at those event codes like 45, which means the pedestrian call is being registered in the controller, or even sometimes pedestrian detector on and off events, which is event code 8990. And let's see how if we can find those information into our data. So at around 112, we started putting call on phase 2 and phase 6. So as you can see from here, this is our, so I'm gonna put these side by side so that you can see actually easily. So I'm gonna mark it yellow for both of them. This is basically event code 890, detector is on, and event code 45, which means the pedestrian call is registered for phase 2. It's the same thing that happened at the same time for phase 6. So this is being registered, and then we did go to the phase 4 and phase 8. So we are looking at event code 45 and on our phase 4 and phase 8. As you can, if you go down a little bit, as you can see at around 113, we did see call on phase 4 on phase 8, and the same event code is being registered. So this is how those this IntelightX3 TS2 Type 2 controller logs the pedestrian information into the database. So this is it. Thanks.